Okay, it's recording, but we're in the dark. As Grandma said, don't let the things that you can't do stop you from doing the things that you can do. All right, so hello, Crime Stoppers. Um, gonna be a weird one because I can't go live. My computer is dead. This is a tablet, and as you can see, this is gonna be a podcast. Basically, there's not gonna be anything to see, and lots and lots to talk about. I'm hopefully going to get a interview together with Rice TV. Don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully this month we'll figure it out. That would be interesting to talk to that guy, and we'll have to do a two-parter. Like I just watched him do an interview with Jason on Archaics. That channel, I'll put links below. Hopefully, if I can figure out how to do it on this tablet. It was easy on the computer, but on this tablet, everything the app is different. But anyway, Archaics is a channel that you want to spend some time with if you're not familiar with the concept of the simulacrum that we are in, and the fact that you and I, and see this is perfect here in the dark, are infinite beings that don't ever die. We don't we don't do anything but lose the meat suit on occasion. Put on it's like a new set of clothes, like the Indians talk about, and I'm talking about from India. We have this idea that somehow we are the body, and we're not. Nothing more than spirits in the material world. Oh, and I look at this and I see that I only have enough space to do 13 minutes and 50 seconds. So this is going to be a short one. And then I'm going to have to readjust my memory and so forth. It's about time for an upgrade for me when it comes to electronics, obviously. And hopefully the computer will be a fast thing. Basically, it's a Mac. So I'm so old. I remember you used to be able to change the batteries in your devices yourself. Now it says service battery, and I don't have the tools to open it up and see what's going on. They're all in storage. So I'm going to have to take it to somebody who can. And hopefully it won't be too much money. The idea is that you should be able to, take care of your own batteries and change them and so forth. But no, with the new Apple Mac concept, is you have to take it in. Same thing with the tablet that I'm using here. This thing has worked out great. It's old, and yet the battery holds a charge and so on, and I haven't had any issues with it. The Mac, not so much. Anyhow, what's going on with the court case? The deferred prosecution, so it's basically dismissed. I stay out of trouble for 6 months, so up until like March something, and if nothing happens between there and March, and I'm sure they're going to try and make something happen, the case is dismissed. Meantime, November, I believe it's 29th at 8:30 in the morning. Mark your calendar. There's going to be a court date where they're going to try to get restitution out of me. Meantime, because the state needs restitution because I traveled with my son from Maui to Arizona, and somehow that, made it so that violated one of their statutes, and they've been writing bonds on my account ever since. So what I'm going to try to do, or not try, what I have done is send in paperwork to the Department of the Treasury using that W-4 method, and I'm not going to get too terribly into it, but get the account audited because there's obviously suspicious activity going on in my account, wherein I signed that document because I signed a plea deal, basically, where I changed my plea, which was entered for me by somebody who had no authority to do so in the first place, to not guilty. Should have been just innocent. They have no standing to serve commercial process on the living man. Simple as that. So they're trying to conflate the living man, the creature, the creation of God, with the man-made creation on paper. And that's a big naughty no-no, and they know it, but they get away with it because nobody complains. And nobody knows how to complain. And if you do complain, like in my case, they just dismissed everything. Well, they didn't dismiss it. They struck it from the record, is more correct. So all the paperwork that I put in, all the documents and the ones I read you, just struck from the record. So what you'll see now is that there is a plea agreement. And see, there's no contract because there's one signature on that document, mine. And if they use that signature to write bonds, well, that's a big naughty no-no because I did not authorize them to write bonds on my account. And of course we know they did and are enriching themselves in the process and creating a debt for the nation. So basically, I'm telling the executive secretary from the Department of the Treasury to audit the account and stop this nonsense because they're not allowed, and it's a breach of trust. And they're creating securities without my consent and without prospectus, and I don't want any part of it. I'm not, that's a naughty no-no. It's fraud. So stop the fraud. Everybody knows that the fraud's going on. It happens every day. In every case, they take your court case number, convert it into a QSIP number, and write bonds. And they've been doing this for ever, since 1871, basically, as far as I can tell. And they become more and more blatant about it. So the idea is we need to wake up to the fact that Trump, who is not your friend, just the enemy of your enemy, part of the Wigmores, right? The Democrats have gotten completely out of control, and now you're going to call the Republicans to come in and administer for you, and the Republicans are going to be as bad or worse than the Democrats because they're going to be doing things, the super conservatives will be doing things in the name of God. They have God on their side, and they do, to a degree, but they're going to take it too far. You'll see. As far as the Democrats have gone crazy with the things that they're doing, and I can't talk about them because you get in trouble here on the tubes, then the Republicans are going to be just as bad in the other direction from the moralist side of things. And the bottom line is both sides play each other against the middle, and we is the middle. And what they do is extract wealth, administer our estates. 300 families basically are running this show, 350 or so. They have representatives on the Democrat side and on the Republican side, and the corporation runs the whole thing. Go look into the DUNS numbers. I've read them off before, but each one of these corporations, United States Corporation is a DUNS number. Your state of whatever it is, state of Hawaii, state of California, state of Arizona, state of Illinois, state of Texas, state of Florida. And by the way, prayers for the people in Florida. Holy cow, that was a mess. But each one of those, and you can get into all kind of fun conspiracy theories about the hurricane there, punishing DeSantis for the things that he's done. But the idea that each one of these is a private corporation, which interlopes into every aspect of your life. And now they're going to use new technology, blockchain technology, in order to control you further. I think the average person is going to be smart enough not to do the CBDCs, the central bank digital currency. That's not going to take. But they're going to put everything on the blockchain. You'll see. And what they're gunning for, what they want, is absolute, utter, complete control. All right, before I make issues on this device, because it says I have 13 minutes left and I'm already at 9 minutes in, I'm going to cut this thing short. But it's the new year. It's the end of a bajillion different cycles. Bajillion, that's a big number. The 400-year cycle is coming to an end. The 80-year cycle is coming to an end. 7-year cycle is coming to an end. Nothing happened on September 24th. I was going to make a video about that. I was pretty confident. I was hoping something would happen, but I wasn't afraid that, bad things were going to happen. But, of course, nothing happened. Those guys saying, oh, you remember where you were on September 24th. Well, I remember where I was because it was only a couple of days ago, and I stayed home. So, and nothing happened. Now, next September in 2023, things may be different. Meantime, silver looks like it's going to break out. Get you some silver. Put some silver in your hands. Get it off the exchange and into your house or wherever not in a safe deposit box, not with a bank, not with any third party. If you don't hold it in your hand, you don't own it. Silver is about to break, I'm telling you. Many people have said the same. We are now weeks and days or weeks, months at the most away between now and, say, February. In the next 6 months, things are going to be different. So get yourself some silver. Get yourself some silver. Did I mention? Get yourself some silver. Hopefully, like I said, so many things to talk about, and I have to self-censor because if I say things here on the tubes, we get in trouble. But the I told you so's are coming out, and the gee, maybe we screwed up is starting to show up in the masses because yeah, you screwed up. Anyhow, it was a spiritual choice, and some people took one path, and some people, like myself and others, took a different path. And not necessarily judging that one path is better than the other, but you're going to lose your body ahead of time earlier than you would have because of some of the choices that you made because you believed lying liars who lied. Anyhow, it is the first of the year when it comes to their calendar. So you have the, what was it, the vernal equinox just happened. We've got the crazy Samhain thing that's about to happen in 30 days. So this is kind of a pre-Halloween thing, doing it in the dark here, just as a podcast. And so Happy New Year with the Happy Fiscal New Year. And big changes are about to happen. So prepare, people. I hope you have all the things that they've talked about: food, water, silver, the other white metal, all that stuff ready to go. And I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully this uploads. I had planned on doing it live, but there's apparently no way to do it live using this tablet. So here we are. E pluribus unum, Crime Stoppers. Educate yourself. Educate others. I've got ever so much more to talk about, but I'm a little handicapped because of computer battery issues. But like I said, Grandma says, don't let the things that you can't do stop you from doing the things you can do. So I could do this much. I'll talk to you guys again soon.